This video was intended to inform and educate the public.
Welcome back to the Junkyard News. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a traffic stop that could have been avoided if one cop had paid attention to what they were doing and not caused two innocent men to eventually get pulled out of their work van at gunpoint. That's right, gunpoint. Fingers on the triggers when they had done nothing wrong. So what was the cause of this unfortunate incident? A month before the traffic stop, Jeremy had reported to Denver police that someone had broken in and taken tools and other items out of his work van.
I don't know what crime I'm being accused of, but...
Okay. The reason being contacted today, the van is listed as a stolen vehicle of the Denver Police Department. So that's why you're being contacted, and there were a lot of cops with their guns pulled out.
Okay.
A month before this fiasco, Jason reported to Denver police someone stole items out of his work van. But records show the Denver officer accidentally marked the whole van as stolen.
But unfortunately for Jeremy, the officer that took and wrote up the report inadvertently or mistakenly marked the whole van as stolen.
No way. Wait.
That's right. He reported that just a few items had been stolen out of a work van, but the officer, the Denver cop, decided, that's pretty petty. Why don't we go big or go home? Tell you what, we're going to mark the whole van as stolen. And that is how this incident ended up transpiring into the clusterfuck it ended up being.
Yeah, I know what you'd like to do. You'd like to find the guy that did it. Rip his still beating heart out of his chest and hold it in front of his face, so he can see how black it is before he dies.
You see, on this day, while him and his coworker were traveling to a work site in the company van, a license plate reader on the side of the road picked up and triggered law enforcement officer of the potential stolen vehicle, that's right, the work van, which never was stolen in the first place, traveling on the road. This prompted police to the area which located the van. They got behind the van, and just in case they lost them or something unforeseen happened, the police shoots a tracking device on the back of the van. Just in case. But a few miles down the road, the officers end up initiating a traffic stop, a felony stop, and point their guns at the occupants of this van, this work van. And these guys are just trying to get to work. They're just trying to get to the work site and do their job. Now, once they were handcuffed and stuffed in the hot patrol cars, the investigation by the officers on scene netted the results that the van was not stolen. The cop even called Jeremy's boss, and Jeremy's boss said, "These are my workers, man. The van's not stolen. Are you stupid?"
Are you stupid or something?
I think Denver screwed this up and entered the car as stolen when they shouldn't have.
Eventually, after the deputy calls Jason and Ben's boss...
Hi, Seth. My name's Deputy Hart. I work for the Sheriff's Office in Berthoud. How's it going?
...and confirms they are not car thieves, he lets them go.
You guys are good to go. Sorry we had to be under these circumstances, but hopefully your day is not as exciting as this.
And the officers do, in the end up releasing these guys, shake their hands, say, "Hey, man, sorry, we're just doing our jobs." But you know what? I can't fault the cops that pulled this van over. All the information they had on the van shows it was a stolen vehicle. Felony stop. I can understand that. What I can't understand is the incompetence of the Denver police officer that wrote a report for missing items, stolen items, back when Jeremy had reported that his van had been broken into, marking the whole van as stolen. That's just crazy. And when Denver police investigated this issue and found the error, they investigated the officer that filed the report. And you know what that officer ended up saying? Corporal Johnson ended up saying he told investigators, either I misinterpreted...
It's what you must also say when caught. I misinterpreted...
or we had a miscommunication.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
To which I didn't ask the appropriate follow-up questions. You ended up putting two guys' lives in danger if they would have sneezed or scratched a crack or whatever. Could have been shot in the back. All because you were incompetent enough to mark a whole van as stolen instead of the reported just the items that were taken after the van was broken into. And what was the punishment? Oh yeah, the corporal. He got 2 days of unpaid leave.
The Denver police officer who messed up that paperwork was suspended without pay for 2 days.
Yeah, it wasn't a paid vacation for 2 days, that's for sure. But you know what? I'm sure he didn't even miss a day of work. Because normally in this situation, what they do is they just dock him 2 days of paid time off. Oh, you got these paid days accumulated. We're going to take 2 of them away. So he actually probably wasn't even off the job for 2 days. They just docked him 2 days of pay that he had accumulated and saved up during his course of his employment. I mean, seriously, how does items missing out of a work van turn into stolen van? It's just inconceivable. Cops that make mistakes like this put people's lives in danger.
You put people's lives in danger. Sweet dreams, son.
Be careful, people. Thanks for watching this episode of the Junkyard News. Who knows, one of these days we could be talking about you in the next story. Thanks again.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos, or hitting that all-important support button on our channel page. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook